Alright, so they say it's better to be late than never. So I'm finally reviewing the Google Pixel 10 Pro XL. I've actually wanted to review this phone for the longest time. I just haven't had the chance to, simply because I feel like iPhone just stole the show. This phone dropped, and then 2 weeks later Apple was like, yeah, we're dropping the new iPhone. And as you guys know, everybody just wants to get the new iPhone. But in my opinion, in terms of looks and aesthetics, the only Android phone that I can see myself drawing towards is the Google Pixel. And I've been wanting to review this phone all year. My budget wasn't budgeting, iPhone dropped, all that kind of stuff. So yesterday I was just driving by the mall and I figured Google was running a sales. I actually bought this for $300 off. I think it retails for $11.99, but check this out. They sold it for $969. So it was basically like $8.99, but after tax, you guys know how that goes. So this kind of look weird. So yeah, the Google Pixel 10 Pro XL, I'm going to be switching to this and I'll probably be using it till the end of the year. I'll be going to New York in about 2 weeks for an ASUS event, which is actually my first tech trip. So I'll probably be making like a day in life or travel vlog with that. And this is the phone I'll be using. So I feel like that will be a very, very fire video. I don't even know if I'm supposed to be saying that, but make sure you guys are subscribed for stuff like that. I'm not going to waste too much time. Let's just get through the unboxing. I'm really excited. I also heard this one as MagSafe now. Forgot the specs. Let me quickly look it up. So apparently it has the Tensor G5 chip inside with 16 gigabytes of RAM, and my unit right here is packed with 256 gigabytes of storage. So it's basically the base model. And yeah, I don't want to waste you guys this time. Let's get right into the unboxing. So the first peel, this is kind of weird. I don't know why Google does their unboxing like this. So I just have to peel this off. Oh, that makes sense. And then the second one, let me just put this inside the bag. One thing I like about Google is they make their own unboxing kind of unique. I feel like the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra and the iPhone are kind of similar. It's just a different box, but see how they did theirs. So you basically have to like pull this off and stuff like that, and they have like this cardboard type of vibe on this one. It looks clean. So finally, let's see the phone. This is actually a phone that can be hyped in terms of just looks. Just like the iPhone, everybody knows when it comes to iPhone, it's all about looks. People who care about like specs and the actual functionality, they're not too much of us. So boom, I'm feeling it. This one, I forgot the color. Before I open the phone itself, let me just show you guys. This is all we get in the box, just a cable, and that's it. Nothing else. That's basically all you see in the box. So now the phone itself is no longer physical SIM needed. Activate your eSIM during phone setup. So you could use eSIM with this phone, which I'll be setting up later on. But let me just open the phone. Oh, no. I actually bought a case for the phone. So I bought a case from Amazon for the phone because I have to keep the phone protected. I don't know if I'm going to be keeping it depending on how I like the phone. But in terms of look, aesthetics, this is definitely the kind of phone that I would see myself using. Aesthetics wise, yeah. They have like a matte glass on the back, and then the Google Pixel logo is glossy. Nice touch to it. The camera layout, so I'm seeing 3 cameras right here, or one of them look like just like a sensor. I like the camera layout. I like how clean it looks. And then aluminum on the side, it's also kind of glossy. We have the buttons, the power button and the volume button. I'm used to volume button being on the left side of the phone. And then in the bottom, we have the speakers and then USB-C ports, microphone at the top or headphone speaker at the top. Very, very simple and basic, I feel like. And I think this is 6.9 inches as well, so it's something I'm pretty much used to. But aesthetics wise, This is a phone for me, I'm not going to lie. Before I open the phone, let me see how it will look like in this case that I just got. I bought this case from Amazon. I'll drop the link in the description down below. I didn't get any sponsor for this video, guys, because I'm keeping this phone. Just looks wise, just based on looks, I think I'm keeping this phone. I'm gonna have to sell my iPhone 17 Pro Max if the features are banging, bro. I think I'm keeping this phone. Bro, what the hell? Look how clean this phone is. Whoa, okay. Okay, Google, I didn't know you guys are coming like this. I think the Google Pixel 10 Pro XL, looks-wise, has to be the best looking phone this year. I'm not even going to lie to you guys, bro, because, bro, tell me this doesn't look good, bro. Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra, I'm sorry to Samsung fanboys, man. That phone is kind of ugly. I'm not going to lie. I used the phone, bro. I actually bought the phone and I used it. I didn't like it. But this one, yeah. But okay, so in terms of color, when I was buying this one, I think I was trying to get like the gray one. But it looks like they gave me a purple. Or is it just the lights? I feel like they gave me like a sky blue or purple. Which is crazy, bro. I was going to get like a gray one. Let me check. Oh, so it's moonstone. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I should have gotten the obsidian. I think this is the right one, but it kind of, I wanted like a grayish color, something like the natural titanium or the gray iPhone, just something that wouldn't make me feel like I need to go back to my old phone. But this one would do as well. So let me just beat the phone on. The phone also feels light. I feel like the weight is well distributed. It doesn't feel too heavy in the hand, even though it feels a little kind of heavy. I'll be doing an iPhone versus Google Pixel video as well, so make sure you guys are subscribed for that. But let me beat the phone on. There is no juice. Oh, the phone turned on. Let me just clean it. I can see fingerprints already. Google. There are not too many Android phones that doesn't give you that gimmick vibe, and I think Google is one of them because, bro, I have so many Androids. Even recently, I've been giving away Android phones. I gave one to one of my friends, and I sold 2 Android phones. Every time I put them on, bro, it's almost as if it's just screaming, bro. Okay, say hi. I heard the display on this phone is also like very bright. I think, why wouldn't they let me? I'm just going to rush down and set this up real quick. I like the haptic feedback, but it's making like kind of like a sound, which I'm not a fan of. So it says that would take a few minutes. So now it wants me to set up the SIM. It doesn't have a SIM card port, so I believe it only uses eSIM, which is kind of crazy. I don't know why Google is also doing that, so I'm just going to skip that right now because I'm actually filming this with my iPhone. So he also wants me to set like the auto biometric. I have to do it so many times. Hopefully he also has the Face ID unlocked because that would be way better. Oh! I was going to overreact just now. But this camera is sharp, bro. What the hell? So before I get into the phone, we already know Google are very big on AI and Gemini. So it's basically telling me like, so I could just long down press the power button and it's going to activate Gemini or Google Assist, which is basically like Google Voice, the equivalent to Siri, which is kind of cool. And then I could also talk to Gemini live, which I'll be testing out in my day in a live video. So he also wants me to set up my cards for Google Pay. I'll do this later. I don't have the time. Bro, there's just too many setup for Google, bro. So I'm in. Okay, first thing I want to see is this display. I feel like the bezels are kind of thick in my opinion. Or what do you guys think? I feel like the bezels are kind of thick. But do you guys see how it bounces? So let me see how bright this gets. Oh my god, that is crazy bright. So it's a 6.9-inch display that gets like super bright. And in terms of like how fluid it feels, I feel like it feels very fluid. Now let me see what this display is looking like when it comes to display quality, because that's one of the things you want to check whenever you get a new phone, you know what I'm saying? Actually, let me watch one of my videos. I'm going to play one of my videos that is not live yet. So this video is actually not live. Like I told you guys, I already have videos ready. So as you guys can see, I have 3 videos that are not yet live, but this one is a day in the live video. So let's see how it looks. Bro, that is actually like crazy loud, bro. That is loud. In terms of like the video quality, clear, sharp. Obviously, it's the top on their lineup is probably going to be giving out around 3000 plus resolution. It looks sharp, very, very similar to what you see on a Pro phone as you expect. Oh my God, it's feeling hot. The phone is feeling hot. And then the speakers, I'll be doing a comparison video with the iPhone and the Google Pixel 10 Pro XL, but the speakers are quite loud. I don't think you should expect anything more from a phone than this. It's very, very loud, and I'm guessing it also has something right up at the top right here. Let me see. So it's kind of like a surround sound speaker. So it has a speaker right at the top right here. I could hear something from there, and then 2 speakers at the bottom right here, which makes a lot of sense for a phone you're going to be spending over $1,000 on. And like I said, the display is very, very sharp and vibrant. It also feels quite fluid, but I would like to set up the phone to feel more intuitive, like an iPhone vibe. I don't want to miss my iPhone, if you guys understand what I mean. So I'll set that out of like on another day, so when you guys will see another video, I would have set all that up. This is just my unboxing and first impression and review, but so far I think I'm liking the phone. I'm enjoying how it feels in the hand. It feels quite, you know what I'm saying, like cool, you know what I'm saying. Now the next thing I want to check is the camera. Usually I'll press the camera button on my iPhone to access the camera, but let me just see this. Allow camera to access your location. Why do you want my location? Okay, bro, what? Nah, bro, this is not it. This is not how it, I swear to God, when I was doing my Face ID, this is not how it looked like. Oh, am I tripping? Bro, there's no way, bro. This is when I was doing my Face ID. Trust me, it looked way better. Let me see if I could set the camera, because this is terrible, bro. I'll test it more in my day in the live video, but I'm not going to lie, I'm not liking how it's looking like right now. This is terrible, bro. Let me just play. Let me just record, bro. By the way, this is recording on the iPhone right now. Matter of fact, let me just switch the camera so it doesn't look like I'm cheating. So this is what the Google Pixel 10 Pro XL looks like. I don't know, can you guys see it from there? Yeah, this is what the video looks like. So let me see real quick. And by the way, I have lights, like a whole studio light going on right here. So, oh, the back camera makes sense. I don't know, can you guys see it from there? The front camera sucks, or is it just me? Let me record then. So this is what the front look. There's a lens flare over there. So this is what the front facing camera looks like. It's quite different, but yeah, you guys get the idea. So this is what the front look. There's a lens flare. Now I'm a little bit relieved because the back camera is sharp, it's clear. The front camera is just where the bad news is at. You know what I'm saying? Another thing I want to see is if it shoots 8K video. What the hell? It shoots 8K. I wanted to see if it shoots like ProRes. I want to set the hey Google, can you
How
hear?
can I help you today?
Does the Google Pixel 10 Pro XL shoot ProRes?
Factory resetting your Google Pixel 10 Pro XL will erase all data and restore it to its original.
No, I was asking if the Google Pixel 10 Pro shoots video at ProRes log.
The Google Pixel 10 Pro XL does not natively support Apple ProRes or a specific log profile in the default camera app. It records video in formats like HEVC-H.265. To get a RAW or log-like output, you need to use a third-party professional camera app that can capture 12-bit DCG RAW video.
So it doesn't have RAW. That's, for me, that's the only pro feature worth getting. And the phone is flaming right now, bro. What the hell? The phone is actually flaming right now. I could get the base model phone because it's gonna do everything I need in a phone, but the ProRes log, the number one thing I'm checking out when I get a new phone since iPhone 15 Pro. So what else do I want to check? I'm also going to be testing out the old Google AI cleaning video and then bringing on a video in. So make sure you guys be patient with me. But let me go to Gemini again. So we could do live, right? So this is so you have to turn on the live chat if you wanted to see. Oh no, that's not how you do it.
It sounds like you were trying to do something and it didn't quite go as planned. What were you trying to do?
I'm trying to show you something with the camera live.
It seems you might not be pointing it towards the right thing. Could you make sure your phone's camera is facing what you want me to see?
Wait, never mind. Oh, okay. This is what I have to do. Now, can you see?
Yes, I can see it now. It looks like a dark gray phone case, possibly with a circular indentation in the middle. What would you like to know about it?
What phone would this fit into?
That looks like a MagSafe compatible.
You just stopped. Okay, let me do that one more time. What phone would this fit into?
Based on the camera cutout and the MagSafe compatibility, that case is designed for an iPhone. I'd say it's most likely for an iPhone 13 or 14, possibly a Pro version due to the larger camera cutout. Is there a specific phone you were trying to fit it into?
Bro, this is crazy. Okay, so this is actually made for the Google Pixel 10 Pro XL. How come you couldn't figure that out if this phone I'm recording with is a Google Pixel 10 Pro XL, provided that you're actually made by Google?
That's a fair question. While I can analyze what you show me through the camera, identifying the specific model of a phone case based on its shape and features can be tricky, as many look similar. And while I am a Google product, I don't have access to information about unreleased products like the Pixel 10 Pro XL. Is there anything else you'd like to know about the case?
So are you saying you don't know that the Google Pixel 10 Pro XL has been released?
My apologies. It seems... Is there anything else you'd like to know about the case? Or is there something specific you're trying to show me?
I am asking you that. Are you saying you don't know that the Google Pixel 10 Pro XL has been released?
You're absolutely right. My apologies for the confusion. The Google Pixel 10 Pro XL has indeed been released. Is there anything specific about the case or the phone itself you'd like to discuss?
Nothing specific. I was just like surprised when you said you don't have access to unreleased products like the Google Pixel 10 Pro XL. Bro, that is crazy, bro. Google Pixel not knowing that Google Pixel 10 Pro XL is available is wild. But yeah, man. I don't think I want to go outside tonight. The phone is flaming, bro. That is disappointing. All right, so I don't want to dive too deep into the phone today because it's getting late. I cannot go outside to take pictures, but just a quick rundown on the phone. So it's running the Tensor G5 chip inside. And it's a 6.8 inch display. I was actually thinking it was 6.9 inches because it feels just like the same size as the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra and the iPhone 17 Pro Max. The bezels are quite kind of thicker compared to most smartphones that I've seen recently, I'm not going to lie. And it has 3 camera systems. So I think it has 50 megapixel main camera, 48 megapixel ultra wide and micro focus camera, and a 48 megapixel telephoto camera. So that's what we have in the back right here. And in the front we get a 42 megapixel camera, which was actually disappointing in terms of the quality while I was just using it right now. The speakers are kind of like sound. I like how it sounds. The display is very, very fluid. I'll be customizing this to my liking over the next few days, doing day in the live and stuff like that. I believe it does have dual camera mode. I'm 100% sure. It shoots 8K video too. It shoots 8K video. This is what 8K video would look like if you want to shoot. I think that would be dope. I'm never going to lie, but let me see what it looks like. Nah, that ain't no 8K video, boy. Maybe it's because I'm indoors. I would just give it to it, but nah, bro, that doesn't look as good as 4K, bro. That's crazy. Why are you guys lying, bro? You said 8K, and it doesn't even go ultra wide. And then the back camera, I could not get ultra wide video to work. And it actually says it has ultra wide. Oh, it does. Finally. Wait, why wasn't it? I swear to God, it wasn't working earlier. It was because I switched from 4K to 8K. So I have to turn off the camera and come back to do it. Well, now it does. It's kind of like a gimmick. So now ultra wide works. So let me record ultra wide. Alright guys, so I'm recording with ultra wide on the Google Pixel 10 Pro XL. But when I switched to 8K video and then went back to 4K, the ultra wide feature wasn't there, so I had to turn off the camera and then go back to the camera again for it to work, which is kind of like weird, but it works. So yeah, let me see how that looks like. When I switched to 8K video, it's kind of like grainy and blurry, I'm not going to lie. But I don't want to get too deep. I feel like I've already been recording for 15 minutes. Oh my god, that'll be a long edit. But yeah, I think the Google Pixel 10 Pro XL is a clean phone, but honestly, so far it's not, the hype is not hyping, you know what I'm saying? Although there's no hype, but hopefully in my day in the life video, I'll see how it works. Maybe I'll get used to it. Maybe I have to just play around with it more. I'll give it like a very, very fair review based on experience, as we do on this channel. But yeah guys, that's my first impression. That's my review so far of the Google Pixel 10 Pro XL. Make sure you're subscribed for more videos like this, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Let's get it.